All right, we got another great question. That's the discipline policy. And on this one, you know what? Screw your discipline policy and your safety policies, okay? Forget it. They're junk, all right? I'm telling you right now, the question comes in, this is someone that's writing a discipline or a safety policy, and they want to write in the discipline policy. And the question is, should I do that? And the answer is no. Don't do it. I mean, you should have a section on discipline, but don't make up your own discipline, right? Because so many times we as safety professionals, this is very serious and you have to follow my safety policy or else. And all you do is lose people. And a lot of times you lose the fight and you lose the impact of the policy itself. So especially in union environments, especially in public entity service, things like that, where you're dealing with schools, cities, counties, police, fire, wastewater treatment, water districts, all that kind of stuff. Look, you have unions, and those union agreements have discipline policies in them. You have county policies, city policies, you have school district policies, board regulations, administrative regulations, and those also cover discipline. So build it in with that. Make sure that you're referencing, your basic policy just has to say, hey, you know what? Discipline will be in accordance with union agreements and county policy. And you're covered. And that's how it should roll, because you don't really have the authority as the safety professional to mete out discipline. You can try, but so many times you'd lose. And a prime example of that is when I was working in a school district here in Southern California, we had a person that went across the border into Mexico, had a really good time, drank way too many beers, came back across the border, got a DUI. For whatever reason, the judge in the case did not allow this person to have privileges to drive to and from work and or for work. So this was serious, may have been more than one or whatever happened, but the bottom line is the judge said no. And so they can't drive, but the policy was outside of the union policies. And so the union fought to put the person back into that driving position, even though they didn't have a license. Basically, a couple of weeks later, it was under the influence of alcohol. A person was getting out of their vehicle on the side of the road, and he ran right into him, and the district ate that loss. Unfortunately, the person that was hit by this person did not lose their life. However, it wasn't a good scene at all. And so the idea here is make sure your discipline policies match up, because if they don't, and you're going above and beyond or not going far enough, you run into situations like that, and then your safety policy falls apart and you lose credibility. And when you lose credibility, you lose people. And when you lose people, nothing works. So you have to have those things that are in place. Do it that way, and your policies will be stronger, they'll be better, and then you don't have to change your policy all the time to meet up with these little nuances that go into the discipline. Okay, so that's the way I do it. That's the way my clients like it, and you know what? I've been able to defend that many, many times. So that being said, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, if you got questions, hit subscribe, send us a question. We'll be happy to answer it. And I hope you enjoyed this.